Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you probably know from my previous videos that I am now on the Diabetic insulin pump, and I just wanted to basically share with you something I just recently did. So I bought this bag from Primark and I personalised it myself, and it basically just says my Diabetic Pump Supplies. So everything I need to use for the insulin pump is in this bag. So I just wanted to share with you what's inside it and what things are. So yeah, so I've literally just organised this and I'm taking it all out again to show you. Just a bit of a pain, but it's fine. So first of all, we've got I can't speak today, reservoirs. So these are basically what I use to get the insulin from the vial bottles. So they're like little syringes, and I have to fill these up as I run out. I've also got in here some of my Freestyle Libre 3 sensors, so I have to change these every 14 days, I think it is. So I've got 2 of those in there. I've also got, let's get them out, some of these. So these are my infusion sets that I have to change every 2 days. So this is basically the cannula that attaches to my skin, and it's like this bit here that attaches to me, and I have to use this orbit inserter, which is basically just this round little black thing, and I pull it on here, and then push it down, and then just attach it to my skin, and you push the button like that and it attaches to my skin, and I have to do this every 2 days. Just a bit of a pain, but it's a lot easier than having to do injections all the time. But yeah, so these are the cannulas, and these are the 60 centimeters, but you can also get 40 centimeters, 80 centimeters. So I'm liking the 60 centimeters at the minute. I've also got some coconut body oil, so I use this to take off the plaster as it's really sticky and leaves a mark. So I use this to clean it off and to smooth it out. And then after that I apply some of this Nivea soft moisturising cream, just so my skin stays soft, and basically yeah, that is pretty much it, what I do with it. They recommended when I got the pump to get like some sort of oil or cream just to use after every change, just so, yeah, I'm not even sure why, but just so it stays smooth, I guess, or soft, and don't get any irritation or anything like that. So I've also got these oval pure cotton pads. I use these just to give the area clean with the oil, and basically yeah, that is pretty much what I do with these. And then that is it. That's one of those I can't speak, infusion sets. But yeah, that is pretty much basically it. Oh wait, no it's not. I've also got, I'm not going to take these out because it was hard getting them in, so I've got a power bank here just in case my phone decides to run out of battery, and it's not really good when that happens because otherwise my pump will stop working because it won't be able to read my readings using the app that I have to use for it to work. But yeah, and batteries. These are the Energizer, you can't see from the back, but these are the Energizer AAA batteries that only the pump uses. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I've been on the pump now for like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks actually. Yeah, I've had it since, wait, it might actually be a month. Yeah, because I think I got it, I want to say the 4th of July or the 6th of July, I don't actually remember. But I've been on it for about 3 weeks now, or probably almost a month. And the first week I had it, I was going away on holiday, and it was the first time I had to change the infusion, and it was just like, oh my god, what is happening? Because I got really stressed. I was really it was a really hot day, I was really sweaty, and the fusion set just wasn't sticking to me. So I just decided for that weekend, I was going away on holiday, that I'm just going to like just go back to injections just for that weekend. I was going from Friday to Monday, and yeah, so as soon as I come back from holiday, I've been back on the pump, and I've had a few complications where the infusion set hasn't stuck to me, but then I've just used another one. But I've like spoken to others and they've said they've had the same problem, but sometimes it's just one of them things you've just got to deal with and just use another one, which is a bit of a pain because yeah, but you get the supplies you need like every 3 months, so it's not actually too bad. But now I know how to do it. Like when I first started doing it, I was watching these videos, I was getting confused and I was like, what am I doing? But now I can just do it without any hesitation, and it's been great. Like since being on the pump, like it's just been really good. I can eat what I want. I have to put in everything I eat into the machine, well, onto my phone, and then it tells the machine how much insulin to give me, and it'll just put it into my body. And it's been great. Like it's been so much more easier. Like it's just been like, I don't know, like it's just made having diabetes so much more easier. It is hard every day, but it's like it's made a big change in my life. And yeah, I'm just like, my diabetes was really good control before I was on the pump, but now I feel like it's going to be even better, and it's just made my life so much more easier. And like with diabetes, like people think that, you know, people don't always think of it as a disability, but it actually is. Like if you think about it, there's a part of your body that isn't working, and everyone that isn't diabetic doesn't always understand that, which is fine because diabetes is a complicated disease to live with, and it is an autoimmune condition, which, you know, not everyone knows that. Like they just assume sometimes that as a child that you've ate too many sweets, and that's not the case. Like it can be genetic. In my case, I was really ill when I was little. I was diagnosed with pancreatitis, and it was said that I could become diabetic when I was older. And also it runs in my genes. Like my dad's diabetic, my aunt was diabetic, like, you know, we've got family members, so it's not always what you think. And you know, people just assume again that, you know, you had bad diet and things like that, and with type 1 diabetes that's not the case. Like it's just a part of your body that stops working, and you know, it can't be helped. Like anyone, any age can get diabetes, and you could be the healthiest person in the world. But yeah, so I was diagnosed when I was 12 years old, so I literally just started school. Well, a little bit after when I started school, and it was a shock. Like, and I think so I was 12 in the March, and I was diagnosed with it in the July, I think, so not very long. I'd only just turned 12, and when you're that young, you know, you want to be like everybody else, you want to be normal. So for years I didn't even think about having diabetes. I wanted to pretend it wasn't there, but you know, I still, you know, had to do injections, take medication, and back and forth to the hospital, and you know, it was hard, especially as a young child. And you thought you was the only one, but obviously you wasn't. And I met some great people, I had great doctors, but as a child it's difficult. And I admit, growing up I didn't look after my diabetes very well, so I'm lucky that I haven't had any major problems with my diabetes. The only thing I've really had is back in November 2023 I suffered a heart attack, which now is, you know, it gave me a push to look after my diabetes better. You know, I'm grateful for that. Obviously I didn't want to have the heart attack, and I've had to make a lot of changes in my life. I've got to be on more tablets for that. But yeah, so, and it was basically, it was only a minor one, but it's still, I still had to have a stent, and I'm on medication for life now. But other than that, I've not had any major problems with my kidneys or anything else. Like, the good thing about the heart, it's not left any problems or anything like that. As long as I take my medication, go to my appointments, I probably won't have another heart attack. So yeah, so that is basically my diabetes, and I would say every day is a challenge, but you know, it's with you for life now. So yeah, and I've got a supportive family around me, and I've got friends that I've made now who's on the pump. But yeah, it's made life so much more easier. But anyway, that is a little story about my diabetes and how I cope with it every day. It is hard, but it's just one of them things you've got to live with. As long as you've got the people around you supporting you, that's the main thing. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!